Okay, good deal. We got video. Good morning, everyone, or afternoon. It's March 28th, 2021. It's a Sunday. We got a beautiful, beautiful western Oklahoma sky and weather. Birds are chirping. Animals are playing around. Everybody's feeling good. Grass is mowed. Don't you love the smell of fresh cut grass? Today what this video is about. I'm Higher Ways Woman, also known as Catherine Taylor Dawn Masters, aka TLG. I am making this video to tell you about why is it in the United States that lead-based paints are banned. In other countries, they don't have a problem with it. How come the United States has a problem with it? Well, I'm going to take you back. I want to take you back to its origins. Why that the United States banned lead-based paints. This is why that they don't want people living really be past 40, because we remember what went on back then, and since they are wanting to destroy records of history, I'm going to tell you guys this so you pass it on. See if you can't change it. In the 70s, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, broadcasting on all the channels. Just like Roddy Piper, they live. Kids are munching on the houses, eating houses. Almost like, that's almost as bad as ants eating your house. Yeah, kids munching on them, eating them everywhere. Everywhere, this town, that town, don't matter where you live. Kids all of a sudden munching on paint on the houses, eating them right off the walls, eating it right off the. Well, I tell you what, if your kids are eating your house, the paint, the house isn't the problem. You need to check into go a different directions. Check into that. Because there is conditions that, like pica, when kids will start eating, or people will start eating dirt because they're lacking an iron, they're lacking natural minerals. If a kid is munching on your house, you either need to check your parenting skills or check their diets. Are you not feeding them according to their blood type? Are you not doing that? Because especially in kids, if you watch them and they sit there and tell you they don't like a vegetable, they don't like a fruit, they don't like it, there are parents who will finally get their kids tested, and more times than not, the child is allergic to that food. My mother loved tomatoes. I can't stand them. Found out why my body was telling me, we ain't eating that. Oh, that's not good with my blood type. Good. Don't like them. So anyway, let's get back to this, because this is going to be very interesting. Now, at the same exact time, now here's your clue, because this is how you put things together, and you figure it out real fast, because here's how they operate. At the exact same time, they want to get rid of leaded gas. Why? Leaded gas is running just fine, doing just fine. Why do you want non-leaded gas, or as it's on the pumps, unleaded? Why? What's your problem? Oh, there's a big problem. Big problem. Here's who had the problem with all this lead. This advanced technology with their radars and they had cells, towers and stuff, and their satellites, long before things that they ever come out and let us know about them. They've had them. They can sit there and point things at the houses, and they can hear and listen and watch you. But a house covered in lead, they can't penetrate. This is why also that homes, if you want siding, we got all kinds of vinyl siding. No, I don't want vinyl. You ever seen a vinyl siding after a hailstorm? You ever seen it? So why do you want plastic on your house? Why do you want plastic on your house? Something that you're going to put out a lot of money for that isn't going to hold up against hailstones. Why would you do it? Well, they don't care if you have to sit there and keep putting that money out. They don't want that house covered in aluminum. It's worth its weight in gold. Aluminum. Why is that? Why is that? I'll show you why that is. I'm going to pause it for just a second. Okay, they didn't disrupt this. We got a little bit more time. All right, this right here, one of the most powerful magnets in the world. Very powerful, but yet brittle. Extremely brittle. Yeah. Very, very powerful. Don't get too close to. There we go. Once it gets into its magnetic field, there we go. Very powerful. I got two of them. When they come together, you pretty much can't get them apart. Okay, now, electromagnetic energy. Electromagnetic electricity. Okay? Doesn't matter. Electricity is energy. Energy is electricity. Okay. Aluminum. This is aluminum. One of the most powerful magnets in the world. What's going on here? Well, it's a metal. That's a metal. I can. Well, what's going on here? This is why. This is why they don't want you to cover your homes in aluminum, because everything is electromagnetic energy. Your body is electromagnetic energy. Your soul, who you are, is electromagnetic energy. And so, in order for them to know what you're saying and what you're doing and where you're at in the house, they have to get this off, and they have to get the lead paint off. There isn't an epidemic, and never has been an epidemic of kids munching on houses back even in the 70s or 60s. You might have a case here and there, but it was no pandemic. We know about pandemics, don't we? Sure do. Know about pandemics real well right now, don't we? Well, that wasn't a pandemic. Never heard of it. But they'll have these crisis actors. I did see not too long ago when I did, well, this has been several years ago that I did talk about it, and then all of a sudden that I saw a case being put on, I think a Discovery Channel or the Learning Channel, where this one woman lost several of her kids. They are all munching on her house here in the United States too. Had a house that was lead-based paint, didn't know it. Kids all ate the house, died. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, because a lot of you have seen that, how you will say or do something, know about something, and all of a sudden, oh, this is going on. Yeah, they sure have us divided up and have us living in these sections, don't they? They're governing us. Get all these people who are betraying us. You have to be careful, because I tell you what, some of them are very, very good in what they do. But anyway, lead-based paints. If you can get it, put it on your house. Don't have to do it on the outside. Do it on the inside. Don't let them know what you're painting with. Get it. Get it. Paint your homes. Get it on your homes. Get aluminum. Start anything aluminum. Put it on your walls. Put it on your windows. Put it on your ceiling. Put it on your floor of your attic. Get it on your house. You're going to start finding that you're going to have a lot more peaceful, restful nights, and you're not waking up with flu-like symptoms. Yeah, imagine. Look up radiation illness. Look that up. We've been dealing with the flu every time that they would do a heavy spraying. And this is when I lived outside town, and when they really amped up the spraying, when I would see a heavy chemtrails, I'm inside for the next 3 days because I know the weather's fixing to change. And I had friends there. Well, I had these 8 buildings. They were townhomes, 2 stories, 4 to each building. And I had some families. I got to know them very well, and they would ask me, that how come it is that they don't see me outside. And I said, well, because I don't want to get sick. Anytime that I see those chemtrails very heavy, I know within that time to 72 hours, we're going to have weather changes. And I know that what's in those is going to be making people sick. And I'm going to sneak this in here. There are a lot of stories now, folks. If you just go back, you can find them about towns where they had certain globs that fell on them, and anybody who touched it became very, very sick. Very sick. And it wasn't, then we start hearing about more of them like that happening. Yeah, the lead gas. Well, you got lead particles in the air. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You got lead particles in the air. That's why they don't want any lead. Well, cell phones may not work so well. Them beaming down their satellites onto your house, that's a microwave. Those are microwaves. We can microwave this to you. We can microwave your calls to you. We can microwave your Wi-Fi to you. We can microwave your television to you. Microwave. Do you know that power lines, because I used to be an industrial electrician, power lines are like one big magnet. They pick up all the static electricity, all the free-flowing electromagnetic energy, right to them, right to them. And this ends up amping the energy coming through your home. And then now you hear about, we got these wind farms and we got these power plants and we're pumping electricity on down the line. That means that's more energy coming into your home. All wiring in homes should be in lead pipes. It should be in lead pipes so that it doesn't increase your electromagnetic field. You see this over here? You see that? Do you see that movement? You see it? This is why that right there is the reason why that you see these black rings around irises. This electromagnetic field here, that's why you see black rings around the irises. Never used to see black rings around the irises. Why are we seeing black rings around the irises? Huh? Person who, yeah, I only have one eye that has black rings around the iris. Only one eye. I have 2 eyes. I have 2 eyes. This one is covered because the pupil is dilated in it. You know, it's hard to find good good soul, pure soul people in medicine. Yeah, lots of things like that happen to us everywhere. All the time. All the time. So, yeah, fish oil. They did that to us back in the 70s too. Tell us, oh, you want to lose weight? You want to lose weight? Or this oil in the tuna? That's going to put fat on you. Nope, not good for you. Not good for you. And they took the oil out of the tuna fish, put water or vegetable or olive oil, really bad oil. That's really bad oil. Took it out of the tuna fish, put it into gel caps to tell you that how well it helps your heart. It's got omega-3 in it. It's got all these other ones. Boy, your body needs it. Yep. So what they do, took one product, divided up, sell it to you that way. Instead of, well, if you just left the oil that's in the fish, that's what people are after. That's why they're fishermen. That's what sustained people. That's what they're needing. That's why they're always so healthy. They divide it up. They'll give you an excuse about how this is bad for you. Well, actually, if you want to, talk about losing weight, since I want to do that, why don't we just talk about this right quick then? Because you watch what they do, and you're going to understand exactly what they're doing. So then you don't follow what they're doing and what they want you to do, what they're doing. Eating according to your blood type. Why in the world are not hospitals doing that? You go in the hospital to get well. You're supposed to anyway. Go into the hospital to get well. So why would they feed you food that isn't agreeable to your blood type? Because believe me, if you're not eating according to your blood type, you aren't going to be doing well. You're not going to feel well. You're going to start having headaches and achiness and feel like you're running a fever. And well, steroids do that too. Steroids and food. That's why kids are fighting. That's why kids are so much more affected by it than adults, because the dosage in it. Yeah, kids, they'll fight. Roid rage, they'll fight. Eat organic meat. Yeah, watch your kids stop fighting. Even you and your husband, you and your mate. You'll start seeing that go down. You'll stop seeing the ill effects of it too. Eat according to your blood type. You won't need all those diets. And I've seen this. You talk about feeling good real quick, and the weight does pretty much come off effortlessly. Just about, you don't about have to do nothing. When you're eating according to your blood type, yeah, you're doing good. That weight's coming off. Especially you that are type A's, you ain't got the stomach acid to break down meats, especially red meat. You can eat it, but you can't eat very much of it. You see, that's what they did to. This is what they've done to us, They sit there and they go back into the elementary level, and they program you, make you believe this kind of crap, that you need the 3 meals that you need to eat every day. You need to eat 3 times a day, 3 times a day. Well, there's a lot of us that eating 3 times a day. That doesn't work well. There are certain body systems that can do it. And if you're a highly active person, yeah. If you're out there and you're in construction, you're in any type of a physically laboring job, yeah, your body's going to need that fuel. But if you're not, you don't need to eat all that. Now, small meals throughout the day is good. But now, let's go back to the point. Every single meal they have you eating meat, bogging us down. Bogs us down. Type A's, when you eat red meat and you feel, oh, I need to take a nap, I feel tired. That's the reason why. Because you don't have the stomach acid contents to break that meat down. You're an alkaline. You're not an acidic body. You're an alkaline body. Get Eat Right for Your Blood Type by Dr. Peter Adamo and Catherine Whitney. Get that. If you're fighting with your weight, get that. Stop believing in all these other diets. All it is just to get money out of you. They sit there and poison your food, make you gain weight, make you believe to eat meat 3 times a day. They, all these gut buster meals, buffets. I look at that and I just think gut busting. Yeah, gut busting. Yeah, bet the digestive field is really booming. We got a lot of intestines bursting open. You ever see that guy that did that, supersize me? Ate McDonald's for 30 days, and if they asked if they wanted supersized, he had to eat it. He's a sinner guy. Well, watch that. On the 3rd day, and he was eating, and all of a sudden he just threw up. And after he threw up, all of a sudden, this was creepy as it could be. All of a sudden, he'd eat that next McDonald's meal, and he couldn't wait for the next time for that. Okay, this is lunch. Dinner's coming. I'm going to be at home. This is the best stuff I've ever had. Oh my God, this is so good. Oh my God, I just can't. And doctor's telling you need to stop. You need to stop. But it was, that it was damaging his health. It was like, the part that got me the most was, bleh, 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 and then, oh, this is wonderful. This is what. No. You were bleh, 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 bleh. And then you're going, oh, this is so good. Creepy as heck. Creepy as can be. Creepy. Thank you, brother. I hate that you ruined your health. I really do. But thank you for showing us something we needed to know. That's what you do, folks. You watch. You watch what they do and what follows. Watch it, and you'll start putting everything together. You'll be a master life puzzler. That's what I do. I'm very good at it. It's kind of like Tam, where they had this really big sized lake, and the oil boom hit, and to drill a well, you got to have a lot of water. And this lake, these people, they had a good sized lake, lots of fish in it, camping, made it into a nice place where you go and camp and have a outing out there. Really nice. And all of a sudden, the greater majority of that lake was drained. There were lines coming from wells on the backside of that lake. Drained that lake. Drained it. And it sat. It was bad. But then May 2015 rolled around, and for 7 days it rained. Flooded the daylights out of Oklahoma. Flooded the daylights out of them. But they got the lake filled back up. Imagine that, how it worked out. Anyway, okay, now you guys know. Lead-based paint. What happened? Why did they take it away? Why did they ban it here in the U.S.? Well, good reason. They want to be able to reach you. They can't reach you if you got lead on your walls. They can't get through to you if you got lead on your walls. They can't microwave you if you got lead on your walls. They can't put thoughts into your head if you got lead on the walls or aluminum. They can't make you feel like you're hearing from God if you got lead or aluminum on your walls. They can't make you feel happy, sad, down, angry, or infuriated if you got lead, aluminum on your walls. I just do this. They can't give you an illness if you got lead on your walls. They can't all of a sudden metamorphose a body part if you got lead on the walls. They can't beam images into your head if you got lead on the walls. They can't leave their burn marks if you got lead on the walls. You see this right here? They call it Raynaud syndrome. You see how red it is? If I put lotion on, well, you see how dry I am. That's electromagnetic field. Right now, that's why a lot of us are so cotton mouth. Get you something that's tart. Make your saliva. Make your saliva. Otherwise, those of you who have teeth, you're going to lose every one of them real quick. No longer is a cavity. One here, maybe one down the line. Adults sit there and have all their teeth in their senior years because they didn't have electromagnetic fields and they didn't have them beaming down, and more than likely the homes that they grew up in had lead on the walls, had lead on the walls and certain type of sidings, so you guys can figure out from there. Please give me a like, thumbs up, leave a comment. Love feedback. I love hearing from y'all. I want you all healthy. I want you all being able to take care of yourself and your loved ones right now. Folks, they're trying to, I'm not going to be here much longer, and I know that. And I think I'll make that into a different video. I won't talk about it here, but I'm trying to get making these deposits because I know I was an industrial electrician. I was in medicine, hold records in it. I know all about this kind of stuff. I know about all this kind of stuff. Protect yourselves. Put this in. Put it inside your hats, your caps. Watch how much your mind is yours and how much you don't. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? What was I just talking about? And you go into another room. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you go back into that room. Wait a minute. Or what did I come into this room for? I came in here for something. What did I come in here for? Hang on. Go into the other room. Oh, yeah. Then come back. What was it that I was coming in here for? Gee. We never had that kind of problems back in the 70s, 60s, 70s. We never had that kind of problem. Sure got an awful lot of it nowadays, don't we? Imagine that. Anyway, y'all take care. Keep helping each other. Don't let this pandemic, don't let them win. This is idiotic. Tell them that since they want to do UAs every time you go into the doctors, let's get a law passed that we get scanned with a federal scanner that is to pick up any implants. Once you get those implants out of the body, gee, wow, look how healthy everybody suddenly becomes. Hey, I don't have all these tumors coming up anymore. Huh, imagine that. Yeah, sure get healthy. Wow, sure is quiet in there. Yeah. Get a law passed on it. There's a reason why that. Okay, put this together. Why is it that all this stuff is in our food? Why is it in our water? Why is there all these contaminations and stuff? So they can get you into the surgery room, because when you go in to the surgery room or you have a baby, anyway, your loved one's taken out into a different room, and then they bring your loved one back to you. Yep, that's not who was taken in there. But if you get a detector, there's a certain type of detectors that you can buy very, very cheap. Maybe pay $1 for. It'll pick up on them. Tell the government you want a law passed. That's what the 60s and 70s were about, folks. It wasn't about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, psychedelics, tune into that. That's a bunch of BS. That's the government. That's the government doing that. That era was, we learned about MK Ultra, implants, vaccines. That's what we were moving against. That's why Kent State, very first school shooting, they sent soldiers in and shot up my generation. And then they learned from that. So they don't send in American soldiers to do it, but they send in their own. You guys take care of yourself, protect each other, get off the steroid food. Your children won't be developing far beyond their years. When they're 8 years old, they're not supposed to have hair in certain places, and they're not supposed to be wearing bras at that age. Take care. Help each other. Blessings to you, everyone. Gotta go.